Looking at Nike here today, the elite system is saying that we are down and trending. I tend to agree with that. You can see price coming up here, bouncing off of this aqua zone, which will soon turn that zone to a blue color. You can also see that we are here at 54.53 up to 55.08. So a really nice little bounce there, and it looks like we're going to be coming down into 52.95 down to 52.21, which is the next demand zone here on the daily time frame. Okay, so I'm really looking at price pushing to the downside and continuing to retest these lows that we've seen overall in the past, we'll say, year. Okay, so the yearly lows over here. Okay, so I'm looking for price to really retest those areas. Like I said before, the trend is to the downside. So I'm just seeing this as a really good little pullback and then continuation to the lows around 51. Looking at the smaller time frames, you can see how nicely we hit this 60-minute zone from 54.57 up to 54.70. Nice little tight zone there. Got a wonderful little bounce, and now you can see today we've really put in somewhat of a gap move to the downside. Price splashing down into the blue zone there at 53.17 down to 52.80. So as the market comes or as the market pushes down, I would expect to see maybe a retracement all the way up to the 84 level as a little bit of support becomes resistance now, and then over the coming week, you know, we can easily see it makes its way down to the downside as such. Okay, so those are the things that I would be looking at happening, but starting this continued trend move to the downside with a nice gap move out of here, I think is super duper awesome. Looking at Adidas here on the daily time frame, we can see that price is bouncing from 94.33 up to 99.87, and it looks like we're failing to break this high at 101.99. So for this week, I'm looking for price to come on back down here, possibly bounce around in the range a little bit more, and if we can break 92.97, then I could think we could easily come down here to this blue zone here. So it really depends upon how 94.33 down to 92.97 holds. Prices just bounce off of this zone one time, so if it retested again, I could see it breaking, and for us to be moving down to 85.91. Looking at the 60-minute time frame, you can see prices bounce down off of this zone here that we have at 61 down to 96.29, and this is interesting just because this is a first retest, and now that it's come off of this zone just a little bit, we could power through that area and come down here to the 94 down to 94.15. So that's very doable, and this one has had a couple different bounces off of this zone, so that one would be weak. Therefore, things could be going to the downside pretty easily for this market.